This is Nate Nessler for Hyperactive Studios, and we're getting ready to set up the VMware tools on this Ubuntu Graphical server that we set up. And this basically lets you do several things. We can drag and drop files between Windows and Linux on the virtual machine, and then also lets us full size the screen and do several other things that are just really useful. So let's go ahead and get those set up. There's a certain way to do this in a virtual machine, and it just kind of makes life easier when you do it. And I haven't actually done this on this one in particular, but I've done it several times in the past. So I'm kind of winging it at the moment, but I don't think it'll be a problem. Let's see here. Not file. It is under Manage. Yes, Manage. Go to Player, then Manage, and then say Install VMware Tools. Click that, and it's going to say Download and Install. Software updates pops up, and here it goes. Now, traditionally in the past, what this does is gives us a zip that we have to unzip, and then we have to install it into the kernel as a kernel module, aka a driver, and we have to basically run a script to do it. So hopefully we have all the software we need already installed. If not, we'll have to go in and hand install it. We can use app-get to do that with sudo-s or just sudo app-get in order to do the installs. But we'll just have to see what it does this time. And it is downloading. So we can come over here to our folder once this is done, and then we can right click on the zip file and say extract here, and that works pretty good. Yeah, make changes, sure. If they have this thing where it automatically just does it for you, that'd be amazing. Because previously you had to do it yourself. I'm going to say yes to overriding that lock. And bam, there it is. This is what I was talking about. Alright, so this is where we get started, more or less, once we have this. Now I'm going to kind of just drag select both of these here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to say copy them. And I'm going to pop into my home directory. I'm just going to create a folder. I'm going to right click on here. I'm going to say create new folder. And I'm going to call it VMware. So that way I know this could be VMware stuff here. I'm just going to keep it lowercase just because I really don't want to type uppercase on here. When I have to do it through shell, it makes life easier. Just going to right click and I paste. Now there's really two ways to do this. I can just come in here, right click on this, and then say extract here, and that'll do it graphically. And then we can also do it through the command line way. Now the graphical, of course, is easier. Well, if I want to, I can come in here and I can start typing in terminal. Alright. And then I can just click on my terminal like so. And here's all your terminal stuff. And I'm going to lock that to the launcher because I like to have the terminal. And then what I can do is I can just cd into my VM, and I can be lazy. So as I'm typing cd and then space VM, and I'm just going to hit tab, and it's going to finish typing it for me because I don't want to type it. But I could do tar space zxvf, and the Z is for unzip, X is for extract, V is for verbose, which means like show it as unzips, and the F is for folder. And then I can say the actual VMware tool, so like VM, and then just tab, and it'll type out the rest of it for me, and this will actually untar it and ungzip it. Tar is kind of like a containing folder archive, if you will, and then gz is the actual zipping aspect of it. But anyways, that will unzip it and show me everything. But if I want to, again, I could just right click on it and say extract here. Now you can do it either way. Most people will probably choose to say extract here because it's a lot easier. But yeah, there we are. So you do want to actually pull up a terminal at this point, though. So I don't mind just doing it right here because, quite frankly, I have to be at the terminal anyways. So it didn't matter to me. But so again, if you forget that process there, when you pull up your terminal, you're going to need to cd into VM uh, and then where right there to take you into this folder that we created. Then we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to cd again, and then VM is going to say VMware tools. I just typed in VM. I hit tab again because I didn't want to type all that out. Enter. ls. Okay, cool. So now we have all this awesome stuff. Now, one thing, so we have to be root in order to install a kernel module into the kernel in order to make this thing work. So we're going to need to say sudo space -s in order to get root privileges. I'm going to say pass. Oh, no, not pass. I'm going to say my password. It's whatever my password is, and then whatever your password is. My password is not password. I do that a lot for just demonstration purposes, but in this case, I actually set a real password for it. So, yeah, that's not going to work if I set password. All right. So, anyways, VMware install.pl. This is a Perl file, and when I say enter, this is going to run the installation script. Okay, cool. Now, your answer to all these is just enter for the most part because it's going to be standard locations where things normally are. And so you don't have to tell it where it is. It's going to be in the right place. And so, yep, that's kind of how that works. And if it tells us we need something, then we'll install it. I'll probably use terminal. I mean, yeah, I could use a graphical tool, but I'll probably use terminal. I'm going to go with no on this feature. You can do what you like. So I automatically found the GCC for compiling things, which is in a standard location. Automatically found the kernel headers as needed. Yeah, Ubuntu just is like a dream, man. You don't have to do much to get it going. I love it. I absolutely love this distribution of Linux. It's so easy to get your server up and set up and running on this thing. Yeah, we can share. Sounds great. Like, so most of these install options, whatever I need here, are just there automatically rather than install. And you gotta consider this is coming from a 700 meg install, so this is awesome. Yeah, we want to enable the feature so we can drag and drop files. It's experimental. I'm going to pass on that because I don't really want to find out what happens with experimental stuff, and the point of meaning that it's buggy. And they have a lot more new features here. It's pretty cool. And now it's just kind of doing its thing, and that's that. And bam, there we are. That was it. Believe it or not, that's it. So now all we have to do is restart this virtual machine. I can do this a couple different ways. I can come up here and click on this little drop down power button, and I can say shut down from here. Or I could come in here and I could say, since I'm root, I could say shut down space -h. Well, if I click in there, I can, right? Because if I don't click, it's not going to count. All right, so shut down -r. -h is halt, -r is restart, and I can say now to make it happen right now. Again, I could have gone there and said shut down, but I just wanted to restart it, and I really didn't want to, make it shut down completely out of the way there. Okay, now that we've restarted, we can just kind of go ahead and log back in, but we now have some special capabilities. One of the things we can do is full screen now. And I'll show you that in just one second. This is really quite cool. Alright, let's try this out. Boom, full screened. You can't see it on the video, but it's huge now. I can now resize it to whatever I want. I can drag and drop files between Linux here and Windows, back and forth. I mean, I can connect up to the Windows. It's really cool. I have to say, working with VMware Player 5.02, it's awesome. I really like VMware Player 5.02. It's really clean. It's doing quite good. But anyways, that's how you set up the VMware tools on your Ubuntu Linux, and how you make it work. And it's going pretty quick. I mean, it's I'm getting some good performance out of this virtual machine. So it's very, very nice. And hope you enjoyed it. And check out the next video. Thank you very much.